So hello to Russia from the Frankfurt Musikmesse. I'm Klaus Haynes from the HEDD Audio company that is located in Berlin, Germany, and that manufactures studio monitors. That means active, electronically equipped loudspeakers that are used in the recording studios, broadcast studios, and for those people who want to record the music they make by themselves. So the overall goal of our loudspeakers is to reproduce the music as exact as possible. So no compromise for what we call high fidelity or accuracy in reproduction, and volume and price are behind this very goal. A typical loudspeaker of ours is the Type 07. It combines a 7-inch woofer and a so-called air motion transformer, tweeter. The woofer is a new construction with the stiffest cone material that is known so far. The so-called Young's modulus, or the stiffness, is much higher than what you find in paper or aluminum or paper cones. And we claim that there's more clarity in the musical mid-range as with softer cones. The air motion transformer is a very special tweeter that relies on the groundtaking idea of Oscar Heil from the 60s, where he introduced a loudspeaker that was not moving like a piston, moving the air in a 1-to-1 ratio, but rather having a folded diaphragm that squeezes air in and out. And similar, when you breathe, your breath is slow, but the air is quick. You have a transformation between the two. And the same is true here. So the high frequencies are squeezed out 4 times faster than the diaphragm itself is moving, thus improving transient response and a flatness up to 50 kilohertz. This is a very solid cabinet. I don't know whether you can hear the knocking effect that is as solid as you could imagine. On the back side you have the amplifier plates so that you can connect these loudspeakers even to an iPod or iPhone, but of course to the normal XLR connectors to the studio world as well. In the last, say, 2 years or so, a new technology has found its way into the audio technology called audio over IP. You all know the Ethernet cables from the office networks, and it was always difficult or impossible to send music along these cables because a single bit that was not in a continuous mode would make a crackle immediately. And many mathematicians for many years tried to organize a stream in a way so that there's continuous flow and no interruption of the music. These efforts are put together as audio over IP networks. And since a few years, those networks really work, and you can send like 32 or even 64 channels of audio along one single Ethernet cable. But then you need, of course, to administrate it and to have cards in the individual loudspeakers or mixing consoles or preamplifiers so that you can administrate the whole network. And HEDD is proud to have the first cards to connect studio monitors to the so-called audio over IP networks, like Dante and Ravenna, following the modern AES-67 standard. You have here a blank backside where you can, insert such a Dante card with an Ethernet connector, and then from the computer you would give it a number and the card would say, hello, that's me, I'm number so-and-so and my name is so-and-so. That you have a situation similar what you find on your desktop for printers, other computers and so on. And this card can take 2 channels of audio out of the stream. One channel goes to the loudspeaker itself, the other one comes out as an analog signal here and can be connected to a second speaker. So 2 speakers can be administrated and fed with audio via this one Dante audio over IP card. We call the system the HEDD bridge because it is the bridge in that case to Dante, but there are other opportunities as well, like AS3, like Ravenna, like Bluetooth later on. So that is a universal access to this loudspeaker. New at the exhibition is our Model 20, which is a three-way system already, and you have 3 times 300 watts in here, so it's a powerhouse with a rather small dimension compared to what it can do. The low frequencies start as low as 32 Hertz as a -3 dB point, which is the deepest tone the normal organ can do, for example. This is a mid-range, and the tweeter mounted on a very thick aluminum plate. The whole thing has a 38 millimeter front plate here, and a 3 times 300 watt amplifier construction on the back side. So this is our trial to have absolute quality in the most compact format we think is possible. It's called Type 20, and to give a price example, it is around 1900 euros in Germany. Corresponding prices will be found in other countries. The biggest loudspeaker we actually have is called Type 30. It is a very similar speaker, beside the fact that a second woofer and another 300 watt amplifier increase the dynamic capabilities of the unit by 6 dB, so that even for medium-sized rooms makes a lot of SPL with a very accurate bass response that is not booming at all, and to demonstrate or record and control music in medium-sized control rooms. So that's our that's our program for the moment. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and see you when?